your zodiac sign may not be what you think it is. So if you were to draw a line from the Earth to the Sun and extend that out into space, the constellation that's behind the Sun when you were born is what your zodiac sign would originally have been based on. This idea is actually 2,000 years old. It goes back to the Babylonians, and these signs haven't changed since. But just as a top wobbles as it spins, the Earth too has a wobble to it. The North Pole actually traces out a circle in the sky. It takes about 26,000 years for it to complete one full circle. And that means, from our perspective here on Earth, the stars are shifting ever so slowly. It takes about 72 years for the stars to shift by 1 degree. That may sound small, but over the centuries, that little difference adds up. So take the day of the spring equinox in the northern hemisphere. 3,000 years ago, the sun was actually in front of the constellation Aries on that day. But today, on the equinox, it's actually Pisces, that's the constellation that's behind the sun. My colleagues and I put together some graphics to show you what I found. The inner wheel here shows us the zodiac signs. These are the ones that you're familiar with. But the outer wheel is where those constellations actually were on the day that you were born. And you'll notice constellations also aren't actually all the same size. What the Babylonians did is they neatly divided the sun's path in the sky into 12 equal slices. But take a look at Virgo. It's much larger than the other constellations are. And Scorpio is actually the smallest of the zodiac constellations, especially if you account for Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus is the 13th zodiac constellation according to astronomers. The Babylonians actually didn't include Ophiuchus in their zodiac sign, so they only had the 12. So that means if you were born in early December, you probably think that you're a Sagittarius, but the sun was actually in front of Ophiuchus when you were born. So that would make you an Ophiucan. So whether or not you care about horoscopes, you probably know your zodiac sign. What you might not know is that this sign is actually 2,000 years out of date.